Sometimes the old Yuko candle lantern comes in handy for more things than you think it will. And on a rainy day when you're not truly prepared to start fire, it can be one of those times. You get that candle lit, that'll help you light other wood on fire. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about with you guys today, this early morning rain, is this new stainless steel kettle from Self-Reliance Outfitters. It is a 32-ounce stainless steel kettle. It's got a spout on the front with a strainer. It's got double handles, which make it more secure when you're pouring liquid out of it. It also makes it more stable for hanging over a fire sometimes as well. The other feature that this kettle has is it has an internal strainer that you can use. So if you're using large grounds of coffee, you can fill the strainer up, use it kind of like a percolator, as if you were making a decoction, which leads to the other uses of the strainer. Obviously, this can be used for teas and medicinal decoctions as well. If you're making infusion, you would heat the water, place your mark in the strainer and put the lid on it, let it steep. If you're making a decoction, you would put your root or your bark process down into this strainer, put it into the kettle, and you can see the water level is above the strainer, about 3/4 of the way up the strainer from the bottom. And as you're boiling that water, it will extract the medicinal value into the liquid in this kettle. Then you can simply remove the strainer, just like if you were making coffee, and you should be able to pour out without getting any of that material into your drinking container. So you really don't have to strain it off. It's straining it off itself. And you can leave this in there if you want to while you're pouring. It's not going to make a difference. You have a nice lid for the top with a D-ring on it as well. And I'm going to make myself coffee this morning once I get this fire going. And I'll show you how that straining device works for keeping grounds and things like that out of your coffee. Now, if you've got grounds, and some of them are fine grounds, some of them are probably going to get through the mesh. But if you're using a very heavy grind coffee, they're not going to. The stuff I use is a French coffee chicory mix, and some of them are going to be small enough probably to get through the strainer. So there may be a few of the grounds in there, but they'll settle to the bottom for the most part, and I won't have them in my coffee when I'm done. The retail price of this, which is going to release tomorrow morning on our website, the 8th, is going to be $19.99. $20 for this stainless steel 32-ounce kettle. Stay with me here and we'll get some coffee going. The key to a wet weather fire is patience. You add too much fuel too fast, you're just going to suffocate it. It's got to build up enough heat to dry out the wood. It's got to have oxygen so it can breathe. So you got to go slow. More times than not, when students fail at wet weather fires, it's because they put too much on it too quick. They don't give it time to breathe. All right, a regular bush pop bag, which is fashioned after this bag that I sewed up a long time ago from a scrap piece of canvas, works really well with this pot. And you can actually put your coffee bag in there on top of it as well if you want to. Put our kooks and our spoon over here and get some coffee in this dude, because we are about ready to put it on the boil here as the rain gets a little harder. I'm tucked into the canopy a little bit, but if a gully washer comes in, it'll sure put my fire out. So if I can get this kettle over the fire, it'll help protect the direct coal bed from the water as well. 2 scoops. There we go. Get this over the fire here. One of the things I like about this is that double handle there. lets that thing hang real nice over the fire. With a toggle through it. Just adjust my tripod to get her down over the flames good. Be ready to rock and roll. Remember, you can always adjust your tripod so you don't have to adjust your fire. We got her now, boys. She's rocking and rolling. Just having to feed the smalls in from the bottom here. Get the unburnt ends moved in. A little at a time. The water is definitely about to boil. All right, these handles are warm, but they're not too hot for me to touch right off the fire. Let's get us a cooks over here. Fill that dude up, see what we got. There we go. One of the things I wanted to show you here was this straining device. Pull this lid off. You can leave this in like I did while you're cooking your coffee. It's still really, really hot. Or you can just pop it out of there real quick with a bandana or something like that, set it aside, put your lid back on. But what you can see here is it captures everything. So at least anything that's not small enough to go through the strainer, obviously. So I can use this for multiple things. It's not only a pot for making coffee or tea, but I can make medicine with this. And it prevents me from having to put the mark in the water and then strain it off, because it has a straining device built into it. It also has strainers built into, you're not going to be able to see these, you'll have to trust me on this, but there's also four I believe it is, maybe 5 straining holes right here at the front of the spout as well, to take out any large particulates if you weren't using the screen itself. So it's a pretty good little system. And like I said, MSRP on this thing tomorrow, 20 bucks. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you joining me today for this quick video review of the new Pathfinder stainless steel kettle. I apologize about the rain. I hope it didn't mess the video up too much. I'm going to sit here and wait it out for a little while in my comfortable JB Outdoors hammock underneath my oilskin Tent Smith's tarp and drink some coffee out of my Kuxa. I appreciate your views, appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business. All of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.